Michael,
Yes.
can you tell me a little bit about your personal background and your person?
Okay, I'm called Michael Ogula. Professionally, I'm trained in Sustainable Agriculture and Development Program. I've been facilitating development activities in the community for the last 20 years. And yeah, I think briefly that's all I can say about me.
Okay. Can you just summarize a little bit about the NGO or the organization you're working for and what the key challenges are you're facing nowadays?
Okay, the organization I'm leading is called Nyanza Sustainable Agriculture and Development Program. It was formulated and put in place by all the students from Baraka Agricultural College. The main purpose for us to come up with that structure was to enable us champion sustainable agriculture in the development concept and framework in the community, and above all, enable community members, especially family farm entrepreneurs, to achieve sustainable livelihood goals. When we talk of sustainable livelihood goals, we simply mean food sovereignty, sustainable income, well-being, sustainable use of natural resources, and education.
And what are the major challenges you're facing nowadays?
The major challenges we are facing is that having very strong financial base, because since we initiated NASADEP, we haven't got any funding from any entity. But apart from that, other challenges we are facing is that the kind of mental disposition community members are having, because we are more or less coming up with a very unique approach whereby they have to be self-reliant, and we basically championing what are the term true subsidiarity and self-mobilization.
So, as you reached out to Managers Without Borders, what was your key objective to do that?
My key main objectives was to create strong linkages with the experts who could enable us be very, very professional and pursue our goals, objectives with that kind of passion and professionalism in place. And above that, we thought that with the managers without borders in place, we'll be in a position now to champion strong synergies, strong networking, and of course with the major overall objective of creating what I normally call vibrant economic cycle through ecological organic agriculture value chain.
So, what are the key takeaways from the working together with Managers Without Borders from the last 2 months for you?
Key takeaways, I can say there are three. One, because all along we've been yearning and hoping to get some insight on how we can generate internal funds, and the link from wholly depending on external funding. With the Managers Without Borders, we've been able now to get the concept on how we can use Canvas model, we can use SIPOC, we can use SSB in order to generate a strong internal financial fund to enable us pursue our goals, objectives professionally. And again, with the interaction of an expert from Managers Without Borders, we, especially myself, I'm seeing the prospect of networking or linking up with those people who are engaged in development issues at learning institutions, and especially apart from that, those people who are also in for, we call it private public partnership for enhancing social entrepreneurship.
So, with the takeaways you just summarized, how will you apply these in future, and how will you make an impact to your community or your environment?
I'll start by saying at individual level, I'm going to use the kind of approaches or models I've learned from you, in that I'm in the process of establishing a role model permaculture farm where I'll be able now to put in practice integrated land use design and integrated integration of enterprises, whereby other community members will also learn to get the techniques and the tools for being food, enjoying food sovereignty, sustainable income, diversifying economic activities in the farm, and apart from that, protecting the environment and creating very good, conducive microclimatic conditions. Then at a community level, because I now have the knowledge and I've been in the concept or the process of facilitating development for the last 20 years. I'll continue disseminating or sharing the knowledge and skills I shared from the experts from Managers Without Borders, and that will enable us to build sustainable communities and neighborhoods.
And how specifically will the key takeaways help you to address the challenges or the biggest challenge you're facing?
First, the biggest challenge is establishing or putting in place a very strong financial base. With the kind of business approach or social entrepreneurship in place, we'll be focusing on getting value for money. If we invest, say, like 100,000 shillings, we'll be working out on modalities on how that 100,000 shillings can double up to 200, 300, and even make more income from that seed capital.
And utilizing Canvas and SIPOC and SSSB is going to help you.
Definitely, because with the SSSB, as somebody who's championing ecological organic agriculture, and it's in a holistic way, we'll start by sizing, scoping, then sequencing, and of course with budgeting, we'll be in a position to know what exactly enterprise do we start with, then we continue with others that we can't fully implement because of constraints of resources.
Okay. So the last question is, what further support or other support would you need in order to be more successful?
Yes, because we are living in one society, we know that we think globally, we act locally. The support we would like to continue receiving is getting knowledge transfer from experts from wherever. Then apart from that, the support